Hello everyone, welcome to sentence 13, okay? So this is carrying on with our evidence, but this is our special piece of evidence where we are doing another comparison to how Eddie Xanadu did on that particular challenge, okay? So if you're talking about the flight simulator, you're comparing what you did to what Eddie did on the flight simulator. You're talking about the desert mission, what did Eddie do during the desert mission, okay? And here is your objective for sentence 13. You need to use either brackets or dashes to show parenthesis in your writing and strengthen your comparison with Eddie Xanadu. Okay, this is your objective. Now, what is it? Okay, now if you remember, Mrs. Bird did a specific lesson on this a couple of weeks back, but I'm just going to refresh your memory. So when we're writing, we can add extra words to a sentence to give more information or explanation. We call the extra words that have been added a parenthesis, okay? And these extra words are usually offset by brackets, dashes, or commas. But today we're just going to be focused on using brackets or dashes, okay? Now, why? Well, brackets allow you to start writing about something, break off for a moment, add in some extra information related to what you're saying, only to then go back and finish what you had started to write, okay? And dashes work in a similar way. And you should use dashes when you want your writing to sound more informal, okay? So remember, we're adding these extra words to give information or explanation, okay? That's exactly what they're doing, all right? This is going to help us with our comparisons. So here are some examples for you to look at. You might remember this from the flashback 4, okay? So Eddie Xanadu, Hassan's father, did not fare so well on that challenge because he spent the entire time trying to buy it for himself. And remember, that's talking about the flight simulator, okay? So Eddie Xanadu, Hassan's father, and remember with this, the most important thing is that the sentence makes sense without the parenthesis, okay? So you can take out Hassan's father and that sentence will still make sense, okay? That's really important. Now, here's another one. Eddie Xanadu, using dashes this time, Eddie Xanadu, the man I am competing against, has shown himself to be devious and motivated by money, okay? So let's take out that bit in dashes. Eddie Xanadu, Eddie Xanadu has shown himself to be devious and motivated by money, okay? That's a complete sentence. Good stuff, we're ready to go. And the last example I've got is this one, okay? This is mid-sentence. So here we have, in contrast to Eddie Xanadu, which is a really nice way to do a comparison, by the way, just a little hint. In contrast to Eddie Xanadu, I successfully completed the penultimate flight simulator, our final challenge in brackets, by carefully landing the rocket in the correct spot twice, okay? So again, take out that. In contrast to Eddie Xanadu, I successfully completed the penultimate flight simulator by carefully landing the rocket in the correct spot twice. All right, so we know that each one sentence makes sense without that parenthesis, okay? So we've done it correctly, and that's the best way to check. So here are your things. Again, remember, this is when we're comparing. So this is what Eddie did. You can pause here and use these for your information. I'm not going to go through them again. You did that yesterday, but hopefully that will help you, and best of luck. Okay, good stuff.